Thank you, Ascan Corla. I'd like to welcome the INMO here today, and to all of the nurses and midwives, you're most welcome, and thank you for being here with us. And to start by saying that we cannot run our health service without our nurses. It's a simple fact. And heretofore, the health service has been managing as best it can on the back of a lot of goodwill on the part of our nurses. They work over and beyond the hours they are contracted to work. They stay late, they come in early, they skip their breaks. They don't often take their holidays, despite what the Taoiseach has said, that they're somehow responsible for the trolley crisis because they take a few days off in the Christmas time. They often skip their holidays. So, Minister, you've allowed this situation to escalate to where it is today. We're facing into potential strike action. I don't believe that the nurses took this decision lightly. It's the second time ever in the history of the state that our nurses will strike, and I think that says it all. They obviously feel as though they have nothing else left to do but to take that action, Minister, and it has taken that to bring you to the table in order to have those conversations to try and resolve this issue. It's a 4-year degree course, Minister. It should be properly paid for. It should be properly recognised, and the profession has been changing dramatically over the last 15-16 years. The very basic comparison, when we look at other jurisdictions, for example the UK, does not take into account the working conditions. That's a big factor. Other jurisdictions, other countries have additional staff, not nurses, additional staff that help nurses to do their job. Nurses in this country do far more work on a daily basis than they do in some other jurisdictions, so a basic wage comparison is not sufficient. In terms of working conditions, I think that we can all accept that working conditions for nurses in this country are extremely stressful. And any nurse that talks to you that has worked abroad in Australia, in the US and in the UK will tell you that working conditions are better elsewhere, as well as pay being better elsewhere. So, Minister, as well as the conditions that nurses work in, we have to look at retention. Why are nurses leaving in their droves? Why are they choosing to leave their home country and work elsewhere? And the issue of agency staff is another big issue. The spend on agency staff is breeding huge resentment right across the health sector, and that needs to be tackled. So I want to finish by saying I very much sincerely hope that this matter can be resolved quickly and that we can avoid strike action. But I absolutely understand and appreciate why we've gotten to this point. And, Minister, it's up to you now to resolve this issue.